So just randomly do your thing. It doesn't matter if they hear me. Those people are going to be jumping on it. Oh, yeah. Hey, what's going on? Sword fighting, guys.
I'm going to do some freestyles, sword fighting. I don't know, like Samurai Champloo, all that stuff. If you
This
can.
guy's a master. Samurai master.
Oh, Samurai master. If you can, we're trying to earn roses, cowboy hats, and anything. If you can please give us a donation. You know, try to
support this man. Come on. If you can do this, I'd be impressed.
What do comments say?
Nothing so far. He says, hey, are you guys taking class?
Not tonight.
We just finished class, but we can do some techniques. If you want to see a technique, drop a rose, guys. I'll do a Kenpo technique. Drop a rose, drop a gift, a like, a share, show some support, and we'll throw some techniques out.
The combo I was trying to do is I'm trying to do a sweep kick into a kick up.
Like, all right, sweep kick.
See?
Oh yeah, there you go. Try to see if you can do a tornado kick.
Tornado kick?
Tornado kick with the sword. Look at that.
Do the sideways.
Sideways view. Boom. There you go.
Yeah.
So he's got a sword in his hand. Sweep, jab. Oh, kip up. Nice.
Right.
There you go.
One-handed cartwheel.
Oh, nice. One-handed cartwheel with the sword.
If you guys can, please give us a cowboy hat, you know.
Says be safe and don't accidentally chop off a leg or something.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Are we getting gifts?
We're good. I mean, I gotta tell you, this guy's a pro at it. He's a pro. He works with ninja swords all the time.
If you can, try to catch the sword. I might fail, I might not. Practice it. You think it looks easy, but it's not.
Try that at home.
Yeah.
Just don't do it in your house.
Bring it over here. Samurai sword tips. Can you turn the camera this way? There you go. Where Bob's at.
Oh. Okay. All right.
If you're into the samurai sword, the way the Bushido or whatever, I could use the butt of the sword. I could hit Bob. This could be applied with a broomstick, a stick, maybe I don't know, like a cup, and you don't have to use violence. Instead of slashing and dashing, you could use this. Yeah.
Remember, guys, any rose, and I will do a technique. Donate a rose, and I will do a technique.
Got it?
We will do techniques.
Techniques.
Yeah. So he's explaining the samurai sword, but if you guys want to see a technique, drop a rose into the group.
I'd be right here.
Thank you.
And then from this position, if I'm up close, I could use the samurai sword and hit on the chin like an uppercut, you know? Sometimes you don't want to use violence. You don't want to have a dirty bloodshed. This is like the Edo period in 16th to 1500th century Japan. You know, even the sheath was used to block. I could block the sword, I could hit, you know. Some samurais had sympathy. Not everyone was like Miyamoto Musashi that ran around villages and challenging duels, you know. Turn it this way. There you go.
Do a Kimura lock. Talking about a Kimura lock. Once you let you go.
Put the camera down. We'll do a Kimura.
Well, before we do a Kimura, we gotta get a rose for that. We gotta earn that one.
Give us a rose, you know.
We donate. Keep working that. Keep working that sword. They can practice that sword if they want.
Here, I'm gonna do a roll. You know? Wow!
Give this guy some support.
Kapora kick. You know?
It's kind of lost.
Let's see.
No,
you can use a combination. Yeah. Use the sheath. You can hit him. What did you want to say?
I was wondering if you want to use the metal version of that.
Nah, because the metal version is too dangerous, and our viewers can see we're getting.
So there's a technique. There's a technique. There's a technique. There's a technique.
Yeah.
15. I don't have any money. I'll show you one move. All right, you can do this at home. You want to learn Kenpo? I'll show you a Kenpo move.
All right, what's the Kenpo move? Let's do it.
It's going to be lone kimono. Actually, we can do a delayed sword. All right, so.
Let's say I'm a jiu-jitsu guy. I'm going to grab him, and exactly, because I want to try to do this.
Yeah.
But the way he's going to intercept that, I grab him and he goes, ah!
And I'm hammering right here across the face with my hands up, ripping through the nose, groin shot, and dropping the sword to the neck. Okay?
This is before, here, come over. This is before I could do anything. Because any Brazilian jiu-jitsu guys, and I know you guys are in the comments, I could go right here, and takes time. So if I'm coming in, what do you think about?
Yeah, you can grab. Grab here, start knee, punch. You can try to take it down, but I can change that technique if I have to. If I'm in a stance here, you can try to sprawl back. But remember, I'm a striker. There's not going to be rolls. These fingers are weapons. They're not going to be rolls. Okay? If we were this close and you try to grab and these fingers are going to wedge into the eyes. Here. Okay? There's pressure points. At home, check to see if you have a pressure point. Here, watch. Take your thumb, go under, right here, and there's a pressure point here. Behind your earlobe. There's a pressure point right here. Okay? Right here on the neck. Here, pressure point. Okay? Right here on the arm, pressure point. So you go here, you hit that pressure point. Okay? The pressure point also right on the shoulder here. Now if I punch right here, that's not fun to get hit. That's why we do strikes, like swords. Okay? But you can control somebody. So my hands are here and we're fighting. There's pressure points. There are pressure points here. Okay? That's how you start to manipulate. Try that at home. Put this in behind your ear and press. Tell me if it hurts.
The way we could prove this theory is if Mr. Perez actually had a hammer and if he made a fist, you know? And a hammer and a fist is similar, depending if you condition your strikes. If you condition it like the old Okinawa days, you know? Hitting the stone, Shaolin monk style, whatever. It could be similar to a hammer. And if I'm coming in with the hook and if he hits hard, this has been tested out, you know? So I come in and it hurts, you know? Because he's conditioned. A first beginner karateka won't be able to do this, but an experienced one can.
Yeah, it's toughening this forearm here. This guy, when he shoots in, you just shoot in and let that forearm hit. Here, boom. And I don't have to move much. I just drop my body, my mass, my energy. If you at home just took this and went like this against your hand, you'll notice you'll feel the alignment of the bone hitting. Okay? So when it comes to grappling or kickboxing or fighting, this is a weapon. You know, if we were here, and even if I had the gloves, I can rake across. Here, wham! Right? Okay? There's an opening for a punch. But this is what we don't tend to always look at. We have all this part we can use to our advantage and actually damage. Think of a sword. We also don't see swords often. You'll see a guy jab. You'll see uppercuts, hooks. Here you see cross punches. But do a hand sword. Take your hand and chop your hand with your thumb going up. Now, suck your thumb and hit your hand. And you'll notice your hand just got stronger. Your hand got harder. You're flexing this muscle here. You're flexing that muscle. Okay? What do we got here? We got a lot. A few comments there. I currently got done doing wrestling. My favorite move would probably be the cow catcher. What does Kenpo concentrate on? Strikes. Yes, we're striking art primarily, but we also do manipulations like locks, like jiu-jitsu stuff. We'll do takedowns as well. Some influences can be from judo, wrestling, and some jiu-jitsu. Okay, so wrestling is great. Don't get me wrong. You got to have a good wrestling background. You got to know how to take someone down, grab, grapple legs. But when you're dealing with someone striking you, it's different. So if we took, good, he's got bags. So we took this bag here, and let's say Jonathan did a hammer here. Came down. That, right there. Okay? Again. Go ahead. Okay? Right there. Okay? Force meeting force was that hammer. And let's say I was coming in trying to take him down like a wrestler. I'm going slow, but I come in. Bam! Right there. right to the face, because their head's coming in first. The first thing that they're giving up is their depth. So if I was going to do this, what part is closest to you? My fist. If I was going to come grab you, what part is closest to you? My head. If I was going to kick you, what part is closest to you? My leg. So the way the body shifts is the first limb or part you will attack or check. So that's part of what we focus on in Kenpo as well, is how we can check, just like in the game of pool. When you play pool, you don't want to set your shot up to help your partner. You want to block their next shot, or you want to set up your next shot. Okay? See. Strike first, strike hard, no mercy. No mercy. All right. Can you show some Kenpo takedowns?
Let's do Dance of Death.
Oh, he wants to do a Kenpo takedown. Okay, yeah. I can show you some Kenpo takedowns. All right. So you're going to see a little bit. We'll do a takedown from the front. We'll do a takedown. We'll show you some variable. I'll give you 3 versions. All right. So I'll have Jonathan. We'll do a technique called Dance of Death. So, for example, we'll go right here. Now, some of these are pre-designed techniques, but since we're going to focus on take, we'll focus on takedown. So he's going to shoot in this jab here. So, boom. I'm going to shoot a hand sword to the groin. So I'm going to go low. Boom, right off the groin shot. Now, in this case, I can do a double leg here, or a single leg. I can come down, drop them here, and just do a single leg, which we can do in Kenpo. And the original system is once I pop that groin here, and he's starting to hit back, and grab, I'll grab his leg and pull and push down on his hip. So it's like a sweeping motion here. That's one variable, okay? A takedown could be like if we were here, and I had him here. Let's go back this way. Let's turn around this way. And we were going here, and I just step in. I destroy his base here, and hook his leg, and take him down this way. Okay? Do one of those, and we even have it in Kenpo. We have a judo toss. Go ahead. Do judo toss.
Judo toss?
Yep.
I'm going to do Uchimata. So, classic one, you know. It's where I go, bam. Ready? So I'm going to go like that. And from here, see? You all right? Oh, shoot. You okay? Here you go. Get up. So this time I'm going to do it slower. Because the number one reason why your technique fails is you do not train and you do not condition. So you have to be good at your technique. And you know, you go to the instructor, oh my God, you know what, this Kenpo technique didn't work, this double leg takedown didn't work in wrestling, so you have to practice. You can't be a master in one day. No gi or with gi, I grab the sleeve, I grab the collar, I grab the wrist, and I grab right here, and I gotta kick it, you know? So from here, I go from this base over here, right? Uchimata, Judo 101, bam. You see, I can go right here, I could go right here into a gatama. I could go into an armbar and pop the hips, pelvis. I could just throw them in the ground, do a classic Kenpo knee, bam. Or I could just go hammer fist, bam. Up.
All right. Okay.
Thank you, user, for the follow.
Thank you. Thank you guys for the follow.
Oh, did you want to do a third takedown? Or?
No, we did. That was quite a few of them, right? That was good. So that answered that question. Thanks for the techniques. Oh, yeah.
Any more questions?
Any more? Any more out there?
So,
Staff.
in Kenpo, we're different from the Japanese because the Kenpo is Chinese and Japanese, but mostly a mixture of everything. So in Kenpo, we slam the staff. And the reason why we do that is because the staff comes from the trees, and we're using what we made, right? And what we do, instead of picking up the staff because we could get kicked in the face, we're gonna roll it and bring it up. See? Right? I could throw it right here. Some fancy tricks. You know? Right?
Yeah.
Right here.
How is the application?
Application, you know, it's a distance weapon.
Keep people away. It's a natural weapon.
What do the comments say?
Follow the host.
All right.
Follow, guys. Take this and follow. Is there any questions out there about the motions, the chops, the palms, the punches, the knuckles, the hammers, the elbows?
Ask us anything. We'll try our best to answer it.
The techniques, good. Glad you guys like the techniques. Okay. What would be a kata out there? You like a thing? Show them like what a kata. Let's go. We'll go a Kenpo kata short one.
Short one.
Yeah.
Or...
Knife set one.
Mr. Perez, come over here. You guys think that the kata, yes, it's blocks, but it's also strikes. So if I have Mr. Perez here, the upper block could be a forearm strike. The inward block could be hitting the jaw. And then I could do a motion with the outside inward block.
Our style is based off of Ed Parker, not Jeff Speaksman's Kenpo 5.0.
He grabs my shoulder, I could pin right here and break it. But in order to do that, if he touches me right here, I have to punch him and grab it and break. But if I don't punch him, he's gonna resist. So resist with the arm. You see, I can't do it. So that way, when I punch him, he's loose. So that's what the applications are for the blocks with the form, you know? Bam, 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 bam.
Yeah, someone asked if our style is. Who's your teacher? That man right there, Mr. Perez, 6-degree black belt.
So the Kenpo 5.0 is different compared to the, obviously, the Ed Parker version. Just Beekman rechanged the system and added jiu-jitsu into the system. Now, yeah, we do play with jiu-jitsu techniques into it. It's our version of it. But what we like to do is we understand that the ground is a situation that has to happen, which Just Beekman has done. Which is kudos to him. Now, Muhammad Tabatabai has done the same thing as well, and a few other Kenpo guys have started to adapt to their own version of it. So, with the idea of going into sparring, then that is, yeah, a different feel. 75% sparring, full-on spar. I'm not going to put my gloves on. Sorry, that's not going to happen right now. All right, and if we go gloveless, it's not going to be pretty. So, won't be able to do that right now. I can record a class maybe doing that. We do have people that do the kickboxing and then do the the boxing style fighting as well. So we do that. But going back to Jeff Speakman's system, Jeff Speakman added an MMA background feel, which is good. But at the same time, he still utilizes the Kenpo concepts into his art. So kudos to someone that's taken the system and evolved it. But yeah. So, all in all, you got to drop at least 20 roses plus for me to put my gear on and go spar. Because I'm not going to just do it without any gifts on that one. So, anyways, any questions about the art?
Short 4.
Short form 4. A short 4?
No, I don't.
Short 4. There's a unique short form 4.
I've seen short form 4, but of course in our system.
Short form 4 is your own version of your 4 form. Okay? So like you can start on this side and start doing short form 4 from there, and then you go onto the one side and that's basically what you're doing. Okay? So short 4 working just from here, being able to show your techniques. All right. So it's just short. It's just all the techniques on one side. But oh, thank you for the rose. Oh, you really. Thank you.
You might do it. You just might. Oh, that's 20.
Yeah.
We gotta make a.
Just got #1 glitter badge. Awesome. Thank you guys. Thank you very much.
Is that the guy?
Yeah, it's all spar.
Oh,
He said a spar.
Okay.
for us?
Huh?
Okay.
But yeah. Yeah, that's it.
All right, we're putting on the
All
glove.
right, everybody, they're putting on. Oh, it's Andrew.
Yeah.
Huh?
It's Andrew.
Tell him it's Andrew who wants to see us sport.
It's Andrew.
Oh man, Andrew.
He said Andrew here.
Should we do it for us?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, let's do it.
Andrew. All right, we'll put the gloves on. Let's go. Let's go.
One person said, "What are your future goals of your TikTok?"
Future goals for TikTok is to help spread the art and help show that Kenpo is not just art that's obsolete, but an art that continues to evolve, and that it is also a system that respects other systems, along with being a better martial artist.
Let's just do 3 minutes.
Thanks
of
to Andrew
sparring.
for doing it. Why do-
Or how long do you want to do sparring? We could do a minute.
Let's go like a minute, yeah.
All right.
And get go all out.
All right, get ready. We're gonna do sparring. Don't leave yet. Sitting up.
One person said, "I've studied a few lessons from Larry Tatum videos. What do you think of him?"
We're
He's the GOAT.
He's the goat.
I love Larry Tatum. I love Larry Tatum. He's a very smart person. Don't just judge him off of his videos, though. Don't just judge him off of just the videos that he does techniques on. You don't want to get into a fight with that guy.
If you can, please share the video. We're true martial arts. We're not from the 70s. We practice our techniques to modernize them. So if you can, please share this. We're trying to grow followers. We're trying to be an inspiration. We're not trying to be dickheads. Like our martial art is the best. We're doing everything that we can. If you can, please share.
How many ounces are the gloves? 16 ounces.
You want to say, you ready?
They're 16 ounces. Tatum has great movement. Yes, he is, and he is fast. They're gonna spar for about a minute. Keep in mind, this is free sparring. All right, so this is free sparring or continuous fighting. This isn't nothing like point fighting. I began my Chinese Kenpo under Master Wu 40 years ago. Oh, that's nice. If you got any videos, you should post of your master.
Yes.
Keep in mind, this is just continuous fighting.
Huh? Yeah, put it on the clock. Perez is good. He's
Keep
awesome.
in mind, this is just continuous fighting. We're not trying to hurt each other over here. Dynamic flow, yes. We have two different styles here. We have two different styles. We have Mr. Perez. He's in the black gi. He's been training Kenpo. That's the timer.
All right, that's a minute. Thank you, Perez.
We got two different styles, all right? Two different styles. Like I said, it was just continuous fighting. They're not trying to kill each other. Thank you, Andrew, for the roses. Thank you.
Any more questions? Because Perez got me in the corner, so.
No, we just had, yeah, Tatum has great movement, yes. The ounces on the gloves were 16 ounces. Larry Tatum
Yes.
is fast. And I already mentioned you about your Chinese Kenpo Master Wu. I would love to see him. Do you do Chinese forms?
Oh, okay, so
Technically, no.
With Kenpo, yeah, we do.
It's not just full Chinese though. It's both Chinese and Japanese.
It's both Chinese and Japanese, as Mr. Villalobos said. So you explain it for Villalobos. So I want to make sure, because I'm a lower belt. These guys are the black belts. I was just learning from their tutelage.
So, American Kenpo Karate is a mix of Chinese and Japanese, but your earlier forms, such as short form 1 and long form 1, they're hard style forms. They are hard style forms. Once you get into long form 2 and up, then you start going into your Chinese part, the fluidity part. You have short 2 and long 2. Those are your traditional forms. And short form 3 and up, you actually start doing techniques that are from the system. You start doing techniques that are from the system, like short form 3. You have your theme, which is all grabs. So I hope that answers your question. I don't even know how to say that name, my man. Height Turtle, I think that's your name.
All right.
Encyclopedia forms, yes. So from short form 1 all the way to long form 2, that's like your encyclopedia forms. Original kimono grab, striking
ASAP. Okay.
ASAP.
Original kimono grab. Okay, so distance, depending, this far away, he's probably going to pull me in. He's going to pull me in, so I got to check right away this punch and arm. So we have a technique if we want to engage on the inside here, which is punch, and then come down an elbow. Or he has me grabbed closely, intimidation feel, right? And I can stretch the arm out. But if he has me with 2, I take this as he's occupying both, so it helps. Let's say this one's a threat. So I step back and I hyperextend this arm and try to go from here. Okay, so I have to pull him back into this to throw his angle and his balance off. Then from here I take advantage, yank him in, control here. Now I got a wrist lock, okay, or an elbow. Boom. I can take that wrist lock, press, and elbow. So there's a few lapel grabs we got in the system. That one's the beginner one.
Crashing Eagles, white belt forms.
We don't have that.
We're
name of the
American
technique.
Kenpo.
So it might be a Tracy's Kenpo.
Yeah.
That might be a Tracy's Kenpo technique.
I think Crashing Eagles is Tracy.
Does it look like this? Double arms, hammer. That's our crashing wings. It's called crashing eagles. We have a crashing wings.
Is that the same guy?
Here. You got to there. Shoot these elbows back right away.
Yeah, he said chop to neck.
Elbow hammer. Chop to the neck?
Yeah, that's what he said. He said yes, those are Tracy.
Yeah, Tracy Kenpo.
There's 5 Kenpos.
Similar Kenpos. Kaji Kenpo, Tracy's Kenpo, Chinese Kenpo. Yeah, even Japanese.
And someone said, do you compete in this martial art? I do MMA and I don't know much about karate.
Karate has a lot of more vital targets such as the groin, throat, and eyes. That's traditional in street karate. The point fighting is different, We just hit and that's it. But we do MMA in here too.
MMA is think of it like in karate. MMA does have the straight punches. It's just like karate does. MMA has the ball kicks, like karate does the round kicks. It's just a method of your goals that you have with your training. So you can take Kenpo and play MMA. Look at Chuck Liddell, he did it. And there's a few other guys that
Wonder
done
Boy
it.
Thompson.
Herb Dean?
Yeah.
We have elbows.
So
Herb
we do
Dean?
the elbows. We have those in our self-defense. We're more of a self-defense system that's geared towards street fighting. No rules. So we play dirty. Just to lay it out, we fight dirty.
We got a Kaji guy.
We fight dirty but with science behind it.
Where is your school?
We're in California.
I've trained Kaju for 20 years. Kaju is a very rough style. Chuck is Kaju.
We
Yeah,
do single
Chuck is
legs
Kaji.
in here too. And we do elbows and
Yeah, Chuck is Kaji. They similar system to what we do in Kenpo as well. I mean, you guys have the same mindset. They focus a lot more on the sparring aspect of the art, which is good. So It's just another method of motion and rearranging the techniques of Kenpo. Chuck Liddell has his Kenpo. I mean, not Chuck Liddell, I mean
Brian
Chuck
Hawkins.
Sullivan. Chuck Sullivan has this different Kenpo. He's changed it to the IKCA. So if you look at Chuck Sullivan, he shortened the techniques to 60 techniques for a black belt in the syllabus.
Trained with Brian Hawkins in LA, now PA.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Yeah, you got someone from Brian
Yeah, I know
Hawkins?
someone. I have a buddy. He trains with Brian Hawkins. Still in LA. Trains at the Santa Monica school over there. I believe. Yeah, Santa Monica. So yeah, very good Kenpoist.
What's the cost for training?
It just depends. That take private lessons. Depends on what your goals are. Yeah, different cost rates. The rates can go from like 170 up. You know, you got and private lessons. That's a whole different thing. So, you know, we value our training, we value our school, and we feel like this is an important asset in life to learn. So, you know, we don't, like I said, we pressure test our techniques, and if something fails, we try to rearrange and evolve the technique.
Our Kenpo is a modern, we're not like traditional, so we do discuss takedowns in Jiu-Jitsu and Muay Thai. You know, if I'm going for a single leg, we practice drills like that, how to prevent in a Kenpo or in a grappling situation.
So like if someone was going to go for a double leg, like we have an inward block here. So let's say, here's his arm, we do an inward block. Like
Thank you, Andrew, for the roses.
We do an inward block, right? Bam. But if his head was bent down and I took my inward block and jammed it to the back of his neck here, now I just changed my alignment from a 45 here down to the 45 up down here, right? So now from here, it's harder for him to get the leverage because I'm controlling his head. And obviously, we all know where the head goes, the body goes.
I'll answer your question right now, Michael.
So.
Michael's question is, isn't your chest patch a variation of Tracy?
No, it's a variation of the Kenpo crest patch.
And then he said 5 swords. Yes, 5 swords.
Yeah, 5 swords. So we have, when we
That's
come
a-
in.
that's a good one.
1, 2. So I come in with the double hammers right to the shoulder and to the forearm. Checking his leg here. Then I slice, boom, right through here to the face. And this hand comes here to chamber and strikes him right to the shoulders or stomach. Once I bend him this way, I sword up here, hook him down, and then rotate the sword to the back of the neck. Here, we'll switch here. So again, we have here, right into that shot. Bam, bam, right here, bam, pull him down, hands right into that shot. Man, you guys?
Yeah.
DBS, do you have a website that explains Costamore?
I've used 5 sword. I do Muay Thai and I do kickboxing, and 5 sword has helped me out. I could prove that. I wish I had a video, but I am telling you, 5 swords has helped me out in that situation, because the difference from point fighting and continuous sparring is they don't hajime. You keep going forward. So like,
so if let's say I was kickboxing.
Brother,
you start
that's like
using
7
5
swords. Well,
Boom, bam.
hold on.
yeah.
Yeah, so watch. We're kickboxing, we're jabbing. He's gonna throw the 5 swords on me.
Obviously, you can't hit to the neck because it's a sport, right? Kenpo's a street fight, but it does work.
And even if I have
Thank you,
this
Wet
jab
Mom,
here,
for real, for
has that hand
the
ready to
follow.
check. Happen?
Oh, no, I'm just announcing people that followed.
Oh.
And then Michael said, brother, that's like 7 swords.
There's variations in 12 swords.
Yeah. I mean, when you look at it, the old school, like the traditional 5 swords that used to be back in the day, where we come in with 2 blocks, a sword here, a spear here, he moves his head back, and then here's the spear
3
to the body. Here's the next shot,
That's 4.
and then pulling down and sword.
That's 5.
There's your 5 swords. That's how it used to be. It used to be sword, spear to the eye, spear to the body, side of the neck, back of the neck.
What is your favorite move/form?
Oh man, I like thundering hammers, and I like form 6.
Darting mace for me, and short form 3. That's my favorite.
I like using the Wing Chun punches, but you have to practice those because you can't just get it in day one. I also like, what's it called? I like the teep. you know, just kick them back.
Turtle's question is, do you do extensions? Yes, we do.
Yeah, we do. Okay.
We do extensions.
So our clutching feathers is different from most. Okay. So, all right. So if you have the left hair grab, okay. So I pull them here, right? I have the 1, 2. Now some end it where you just do a back heel kick or a groin shot. Okay. I see a lot of. I think Larry Tatum has a real short clutching feathers. Once we go through here, we hammer here. We go groin shot, back up, palm crossover, grab knee of the groin, pull down, hand sword, roll it down, and knee on the way up.
You didn't get to see that again?
You guys kind of went out of frame at that very last part.
Yeah, we're gonna
Anyways,
do it
let's
again.
just start from the hammer. So let's say clutchy feathers, we start 1, 2, 3. When we hammer, we reverse bow. Back fist right back up, checking cross the punch. Okay, pull here, grab the arm and body, knee, chop, roll it down, knee. Okay, I know it's a long extension, or extension to that one's long.
Michael said, we finish the 5th strike with the right punch, then you can flow with partner, no disrespect. None taken.
Yeah.
None taken, there's different variations
There's different
of
variables. Everyone has a different extension ending. Yeah, so you know, as long as it works for you, it makes sense, and that's all that matters. Not saying ours is right, or we're not here trying to prove who's got a better, you know, technique. There are out there that we take and we'll go like, oh, let's tweak it and improve it, and then you know, there's some if you want to leave it the way it is, it's cool.
Muay Thai, so that's good how you're expressing your opinion. So in Muay Thai, we use the shin. Everything's the shin.
Yeah.
We don't use the foot because you'll break a foot. In karate and taekwondo, they use the foot to get a farther reach. There's a lot of different opinions. You know, old school jiu-jitsu had street tactics, like you had pulling hair in jiu-jitsu. But in Brazilian jiu-jitsu, you can't pull hair. That's a sport. So there are a lot of differences, you know. Old school Muay Thais had forms, you know. The Muay Thai, right, that's a form. But we don't do that in other kickboxing or Muay Thai. They just go shadow box, sport, elbow.
So you can take that Muay Thai and still put it into a street fighting aspect. If I was here, you know, we're fighting, I can grab his hair and rip. You know, it's not legal in the ring. You can't grab here, but why not do it in the street? You know, if I palm him in the chin, I can grab his hair, and now I pull him into the shot. Right? Or I can take this and drop my elbow into his collarbone, re-grab the hair again and start catching. So you got to think, we call that compound motion. You hit, compound the strike, latch, tear, rip, gouge, whatever you need to do to survive in the street. And I hope, first of all, always avoid the fight, guys. Don't just get in there and start fighting. So you want to work your tongue as your main weapon, so you can talk your way out of it. But if you have no choice, since survival is the necessity, next step to going in to your training.
We have 50 people. Please ask us challenging questions. We love martial arts. We live and breathe it every day. And we're a modern Kenpo. We're not a traditional Kenpo. We emphasize...
It was the roses?
Yeah.
Roses.
Ask us a question.
He has sent 446 gifts so far.
Wow. Thank you guys for the support. Thank you.
If you have any questions, please let us know. Anything about questions about other arts, our system, which is American Kenpo Karate, anything at all. You can hit us with the question or even just a little debate.
You can ask for a technique. There's plenty of techniques we can go through. Paragraphs, wrist
What's the
grabs.
lineage of your school?
Lineage is 2 names that I came up with. I had first instructor was Sasha Williams, and the second one was, which is currently still right now, Graham Lelliott. So Graham Lelliott did one-on-one study under Ed Parker and has you know, certificates signed by Parker and stuff like that. So it's a strong lineage to Parker, and so. Sasha Williams was connected to the Parker family as well, more after his death when he started to help with the IKKA and with Mrs. Parker. So, strong Parker lineage from where we come from. And yes, I met Jeff Speakman a few times and got a chance to see what he can do. And we've had, as well, we've talked before in the past. So it's just a privilege to meet different instructors. I met John Sepulveda, Paul Dye. I met Gary Ellis was one.
Mr. White and Mrs. White.
Yeah, Mr. White, Mrs. White, Bob White. We've chatted with. I mean, I've taken seminars with them, and numerous of Kenpo practitioners.
Is Kenpo your only art?
At the moment, it is the only art I do, but I do also expand beyond the art to implement like open mind to the kickboxing aspect of it, and open minded to the wrestling and the ground fighting and the art. So it is not just it's the main art that I always go to, but it's also I'm open to adding other things into the art, because our system in Kenpo is like a sponge. It can soak in basics from other systems and perfect it. I'm not trying to be a professional jiu-jitsu sport tournament competitor or even a martial arts competitor. I just do this because it changes people's lives, makes people better, and that's why I do it. And I love the practicality of it.
And Michael said Tatum ?
Tatum? No, never met Tatum. That's on the bucket list. Never met Tatum.
I would love to meet Larry Tatum.
He's on the bucket list. Yeah.
I do look up tricking, taekwondo, and hapkido videos. I took a few classes, but I'm no expert. But what I could tell you is a lot of the kick can get the distance and short distance. You could use kicks for short and long distances. Me, I'm a freestyle martial artist. I eat everything. I love everything. So, Mr. Stragla Eagle 1, for example, I just use the side kick for distance. I use a roundhouse, that's taekwondo. This is Muay Thai. Give me the hand. I use.
And kind of love. I did Kenpo and taught for 12 years. I did Black Tiger Kenpo. Hey, that's great, man. I've been doing Kenpo for 4.5 years.
And that's all long distance. For short distce, kick to the groin, kick to the stomach, roundhouse to the lower leg. I could use a flip kick on the groin and a spinning back low kick to the stomach or face. Kicking's beautiful. There's a lot. I can even do a sweep kick.
Especially in Taekwondo. I love their kicks in Taekwondo. Are you guys full-time instructors?
Yeah. Well, are they saying we're full-time?
Are you full-time?
Yeah.
Yeah, are you guys full-time instructors?
Just teach.
That's all I do too. I teach karate. I love karate. I've been in 15 years. Hey man, that's a long time. That's a long time. You have a year on me. I've been doing martial arts for 14 years.
Kenpo has some Filipino eskrima and karate forms,
One person wants to see a reverse roundhouse kick.
A reverse roundhouse?
Reverse roundhouse.
A reverse roundhouse.
Spinning without hooking. Spinning round without hook.
Okay. Oh, man.
Do a front hook kick. Okay, now do a roundhouse kick. Okay, now just reverse your normal round kick.
Is that it?
Roundhouse kick, step through goes snap. This one goes out. So let me use Jonathan, I'll show you. Alright, so flip it. Okay, so reverse round kick would come up and go out like that. It's not hooking. Okay, it's just hitting round. So if I was coming up, round. The hook kick goes through. Hook kick goes through. Okay, so it goes, hook kick hits past the apex, round hits at the apex of the circle. So it's basically not hooking.
I studied Hapkido for a few years, and it's a lot of wrist grabs and someone else come. It's a lot of wrist grabs and breaking techniques.
Okay, so show you where that's at in Kenpo.
Yeah. That was his other question. How does Hapkido transition in Kenpo?
All right, so watch. He grabs the wrist, I come up, and there's a lock right here. Okay, I step back and here's a lock. There's an elbow, there's a gouge. Okay, there's a groin kick, an upward elbow, a downward elbow, and a rip on the way back.
Okay, Tunes, I'll make sure I tell him.
Cross wrist grab. Okay, grab, step, take him down that way. You guys have seen that probably in Hapkido all the time. He grabs here, it's a wrist lock. As you pin, you roll, keep this hand here and just go straight down. Okay, you make an S. All right, so I just make an S. Now I could also grab and lock it this way, shoulder dislocation. Okay, bicep, tap out. Okay, reverse it to a wrist lock, snap the break it. You can end up in those. Now, I would never also want to be in that unless at the moment allow me to.
Someone said, demonstrate 5 swords with the sticks. It is one of my favorites.
Thank you for serving our country, Devil Puppers 626. Sorry if I butchered that wrong. Yeah.
All right, so 5 swords. You got to be careful with them. These are actually wood.
And
so
DB, I'll answer your question after this demonstration.
Well, we're in 5 swords, 5 storms. Right, 5 storms? Okay.
It's 5 swords.
Okay, so it's coming in with a kick. So he's coming in. As he comes in with a kick, I smash the leg, and he shoots that punch, so I smash that arm. Okay, I go through the jaw, hit the upper part of the body with a forward bow, and then reverse this and bend him over here. Okay, so when I bend him here this way, I start to cancel these weapons out. So when I cut over up the circle, here, I smash the side of the head and hit anywhere that this weapon's traveling. So if it's traveling here, I might as well take his leg with it. So I'm going to hit him this way. All right, so now I got his body going 2 different directions. Then from here, I'm going to flip, and as I flip, I cross, and there's the smash. Here's the check. Okay, so one more time from this side so you guys can see it. Okay, so how we do it from where our hands are. Smash the leg, smash, shuffle. I can even shuffle in through here, hit to the throat or upper part of the chest, stomach, smash the leg and the head at the same time, then cross out and smash the temple. Okay? Obviously, if they're still there.
And DB had a question of how many instructors do we usually have?
How many?
How many instructors do we usually have?
I would say like a good 5, depending on the class size. Like, obviously we have junior helpers, adult instructors, and there's always usually 2 main adult instructors every class, and then we have junior instructors depending on the age groups.
Devil Pepper 626. Thank you again for serving our country. You're a Marine. I hope you're still on here. My instructor's instructor, Mr. Pick. He was in Vietnam and he utilized Kenpo in Vietnam. So he had his bayonet right here.
Get a knife.
Right?
There's a knife at it.
He had his bayonet right here. And in Vietnam, he had a Vietnamese soldier coming at him. So what he did is he used the Kenpo cover step. You know, it's just footwork and a cover step. He didn't just go bam, bam, because he would have died. He just stepped through and he cut him with the bayonet.
So imagine here's the knife, right? So when he covered, he used our Kenpo move, where he steps away from danger and got his kill. Okay, so yeah, that's an even better example.
So this is my bayonet, right? And he just went,
boom, right
and
in
used
there.
that.
Yeah. If he would have stepped his front foot back, he would have got killed.
We're using
He
footwork
loves
here, so-
Filipino sticks. Yeah. Yes, we have. I
I
know
died.
a black belt up north in California. He loves.
They would kill each other.
Exactly.
And he loves the Filipino sticks as well.
Filipino sticks.
I was telling them about not Anthony, Antonio.
Antonio.
About Antonio. He loves going there. He loves to talk
So
about the
Filipino
Philippines.
sticks, they don't use these sticks, guys. All right, you probably recognize that these sticks are way too thick for Filipino martial artists. They use thinner sticks. Okay, their sticks are more flexible. They're smaller. Okay, do we have anything like that?
Like this, sir?
Bring it over here. Yeah, those are the Filipino
Yeah,
sticks.
yeah, those are it.
Or this.
Yeah, those are it. Yeah, this one. So you use more of this type. Okay, you can see the difference compared to these. All right? See how the thickness is? Because these are heavier. These you can flick. Okay? You can flick. Okay? You can't really flick something this heavy. It's a little harder. Okay? This is more smash, break, thrust, crush. And in the Filipinos, they can do this.
He has hickory Kenpo sticks.
Hickory Kenpo sticks.
I know what that is.
All right. Is there any other questions that we haven't answered?
Standing Kenpo, none in weapons.
Do we have any last questions? Because we're about to, I'm not sure what else.
We're going to be ending the stream soon, yeah?
We're gonna
How many we
sign
got?
off.
We got 17? Oh, wow.
Any last minute questions?
Any
Because we're going to close
questions?
it.
We were talking about weapons, clubs, staffs, knives, self-defense in general, ground fighting, multiple attackers. We do appreciate the support and love of all the gifts that were sent, guys. Thank you again for supporting the channel.
It's kind of similar to that.
Yeah. So these right here, right? So these are great. If you want to go real good on Filipino fighting, these do a great job. Oh, you're very welcome. Thank you guys for staying and asking participation. Hickory Kenpo, those are cool.
Oh, wow, we're getting 26 people now.
So we do appreciate it, guys. Thank you again. What is it? What does that say?
Can you show a boxing left-right cross?
Left-right cross. All right.
I trained with Jeff Speaksman
John?
too. Yes, Jeff Speaksman. He's a great person in Kenpo 5.0.
Left-right cross.
Left-right cross? Yeah, this is left.
Yeah, left-right. Left.
This person said, dude, you'll get dropped so quick. How about you come here and try that?
What, left-right cross?
I'm
No.
a MMA guy.
No, someone said, dude, you'll get dropped so quick. How about you come here and try to test out that theory, my man?
What theory are we talking about? What theory you even mean? You don't even make sense.
No, it wasn't the guy that who asked about the cross. Someone
Big
just
Black COCC, I'm not going to say it. I don't know what you are, bro, but where am I at?
Keyboard warrior. Keyboard warrior.
Yeah, you're a keyboard warrior, man.
We don't need keyboard warriors like you. All right.
I
next
do
question.
wrestling too. I'm a CIF champ.
Next question.
Let's see.
Just keyboard warrior. Any other questions?
Do you training courses for law enforcement?
Training courses. I personally don't. I know that we have some black belts. My instructor at one point did for a while. I mean, I can.
We got 62. Whoa.
I do. I honestly can. And we could do that and get back to the community that way. I just have to connect with the local authorities around here and just set that.
Oh,
up.
I know Devil Pepper.
Yeah, no,
Thank you for
not
calling.
you, devil. We're talking about you.
Yeah, no, you're good. You're good.
Yeah.
You're good, man.
You're awesome.
It was another guy that was being a jerk. See, this the thing is we don't tolerate people that are just arrogant and try to come in here and act a fool. We're not, again, like trying to prove what's right. We're just explaining concepts, and I'm not saying, again, that our way is the right way, because then I would be foolish to say that. We're about trying to help each other, improve our martial arts, and have a civil conversation about martial arts. And that's what martial arts is. It's about civilness, being better.
We got 108.
It's about not us hating on other arts. Kenpo was missing gaps. Kenpo is not a complete perfect art. Kenpo was missing gaps, and we needed to fill in those gaps. So, we are appreciate it. Yeah. Is there any other? But we got feedback. I love the feedback.
Kenpo is
guys.
about tailoring the art to the individual.
156.
I agree with that.
What should we do? What do you guys want to see? We got 156 viewers. Ask us.
I agree with that, Tunes.
Tailor the art to the individual.
I agree with that. I am
That's
a bigger.
100% right. Mr. Parker said, I hope when I pass away that my art doesn't, become traditionalized. And we have done our best to make sure that this art doesn't become a tradition, that we start to improve it and make it more modern for today's society. Of course, there's always going to be improvements as generations improve their art of fighting. We do as well. So we love the system and we love the arts and sharing it and appreciate all the system. But what do you guys want to see a technique?
A 360 kick. Guy wants to see a 360 kick.
360, that's all you got that.
And Parker was a genius. He was a genius.
360 kick.
Parker.
Tornado kick. sweep kick, capoeira kick.
Last but not least, how many roses to act out a Karate Kid fight? Oh my god.
What?
Karate Kid fight?
A Karate Kid fight. How many roses?
1,000 roses.
Yeah, that's gotta be at least.
That's like putting on a full-on show. Who said that, Andrew?
Yeah.
No,
it's
someone said
DV. He
DV.
liked that.
Actually, we did a Karate Kid fight scene on our YouTube. Did I put it on YouTube or is it on Facebook?
It's on YouTube, sir.
Oh, okay.
It's on
I
YouTube.
put it on YouTube, actually.
And on this account as well.
Are you
So-
willing?
Yeah,
Are you
yeah,
willing
that's
to
fine.
put
Well,
the
it
roses
wasn't a
out?
Karate Kid fight. It was a Cobra Kai fight.
Yeah, it was a Cobra Kai fight, but it wasn't a Karate Kid, I guess.
No,
Yeah,
it
but
was
we
not
did a
a
Cobra
Cobra
Kai
Kai.
remake of a scene.
He wants to see short form 3.
Short
It's
form
easy to
3 is
demonstrate.
easy to demonstrate. Short form 3,
Short form 3.
it's one of my favorite forms.
That's a good form.
That's a really good form.
I guess I'll do it. It's short enough. I'll do the whole form.
With attackers. He wants to see attackers.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. Do the whole thing. Okay, well, I'm not going to do the form in the air. Okay, so we'll just do it on the body. So first one is to grab, right? We have destructive twins. So I come in, I step, and I shoot these here, okay, as we know, and then we come over and block. Okay, once I block here, I poke, grab, and punch. There's the first technique. I come up and thumb the eyes. He's behind me. Bear hug here. Crashing wing, step, elbow, down here.
DB, we filmed a Cobra Kai fight. It was not a Karate
Now
Kid
once I
fight.
do that, he grabs me grab the shoulders from the back.
Both shoulders or one
Yeah,
shoulder?
both. So here, step, twirling wings, okay. Step in, he grabs again the shoulders. Now, both hands against the choke. I step up, he's circling wing with a poke, hook that up, hit, grab the wrist. He grabs the wrist from here, step in, elbow, rip, and then no smash, there's no knee on the form. He gets me in the full Nelson. I come up here, kick.
Long form 3 or 4. He is demonstrating short form 3
One,
on a body.
uppercut, drop
And keep in
here,
mind,
poke.
it's not just one person
Right here
doing
behind
all
me.
the attacks. You're imagining you're
With
getting
the
attacked by
left, yeah.
multiple attackers.
Crushing, fulcruming, palm strike, lock. Yeah, I'll hammer lock, we'll move up a little bit.
Hammer lock.
Okay.
Chicken wing.
So step up, go through the face, break the elbow here on the hammer lock, draw down, smash knee here, okay? And then from there, we have cross stitch, so grab both my hands, wrist grab, get here, step, elbow, lock this up, smash the back, and knee as I push, grab the
Thank you,
double
Tunes,
arm
for the
up.
compliment.
Double arm up. Okay, come down, grab the groin, rip, here, break.
DB, it's not that we like Cobra Kai over Karate Kid, but maybe in the future we'll film a Karate Kid fight. Nice, this is Michael Laura from Banda Kenpo Karate. Oh, hello, Michael.
Okay, take this and anchor. And
I'll tell
then
Mr.
have it.
Press right now, that is you.
Smash and salute and close. Bow. Okay?
Mr. Press, we got Michael Laura from Banda's Kenpo Karate.
Oh,
Hey,
Michael Lara.
how's it going,
Michael
Michael Laura?
How you doing? You still training?
Can you show us some ground and grappling, BJJ? Get on the ground, Mr.
All right,
Perez.
okay. Here's Jonathan, go ahead. What do you want me to do?
I just want you to go on the ground.
Back? On my back?
Yeah. So everybody knows in BJJ, they start with their guard, right? So if he's in his guard, the easiest way to destroy this position is just grab the leg and then pull up and pull tap out. Because if it's right here, you grab the leg, you hug right here, and that's how you're gonna beat the guard. You don't need to do Ronda Toro, you know? Yeah. You don't need to do that. You don't need to do a cartwheel. And then right here, that's the easiest if you want to finish.
So, like, let's say,
Here, I'll get in the
all
ground.
right, hold on. Get on top. So here's one. I'll show you guys one. He's here, right? So one thing
I'm
we're
going
gonna do
good.
is
Yes,
I'm
I'm training
grabbing
Mr.
him.
Barnard. That's great.
I'm
That's
gonna
great,
buck.
Michael. You just keep on
Up
training,
here,
just
pull
like
him
me.
in.
I'm training
Then
2 for
from
second
here,
degree.
I'm gonna press on his knee and try to shrimp. Okay. Now, even if he's post a little, like get this post here, I at least got this knee here. So I'm going from full mount to guard. Okay. Now again, I can from here strike on the ground. So we don't, jiu-jitsu, we can, you know, strike. It doesn't mean it's just about just getting out of the guard. Now, once I do this, I shift, and now I can get him into a guard or a half guard, right? But what I also can do is going back to putting him in my guard here, is we have techniques where we can pull him in here. He does a post, a scissor here. He does a post to step over. I come back, and then I flip him over. Okay? And now we're in a jiu-jitsu situation. So there's some jiu-jitsu.
Curtis said full speed attack.
Full speed attack? What do you mean? A punch or a kick?
Okay, I'll do a parry. So I'll have Jonathan just come in with the punch full speed. Okay? That's it. That's it. I just get my head out of the line. All you have to do is get your head out of the line. You can come in as fast as you want.
I'm gonna touch your shoulder like it was a jab to the face. Alright, short range.
Anthony said that.
See? He's experienced. Alright? He's been practicing this for years. If it was a lower belt, they wouldn't get it because
if you're going full speed punches, then you redirect your body. You change angles.
Anthony said that shit won't work in a street fight. Have you tried that in a street fight?
All right, so look, this is what happens if someone comes in full speed. So he's coming in with a punch. You beat him to the punch. You intercept the punch. Okay? So you're not going to wait to respond from a close range. Okay? You know, half the time people are going to circle their punches. So what does a street fighter do? They circle their punches. Right? So when a circle punch meets, you meet a straight line. Okay? And when you go here, you close the gap. Because what's going to happen when you close the gap and grab? They're going to continue to fight back and try to grab you. So imagine that, you know, of course I'm not going to hit him for reals because he's my partner, but that's why we work on timing and sparring drills. Okay, but if you take a full-on punch to the nose or a throat shot, and tell me if you're going to be still breathing. And I mean, take a full-on strike to the throat. Okay, because if he was coming in, I shoot to the throat, boom, right here, first thing's going to happen, he can't breathe. I stop his airflow. Okay, I'm not going to kill him, but enough to stun him. Okay. All right, from here, I have a knee right to the groin. A lot of times people don't consider this. They're punching, let's say he's punching me here, he's trying to well on me, right?
30 degree
boom,
black belt.
knee shot right to the groin.
Yeah.
Someone
I
said,
got a
hey,
couple on, guys.
what's up, third degree black belt at Kenpo, trained in Huntington Beach. I went to Huntington Beach a few months ago for a Steve Cooper tournament. Let me know how that was, because he canceled on me.
He said, all sign, brother. Yes.
Awesome, can breathe, can't fight. Yep, I know where you're wording that from Terry Silver. Man can't breathe, he can't fight. In a street fight, anything goes, and Kenpo's filled with vicious strikes / blocks and counters. Yes, thank you, Tunes.
Yeah, he knows, he knows. See, it's different when you have someone on here that understands what this art is compared to many people who don't. And then they start to criticize what they don't understand. And it's their way of hiding the insecurity and lack of knowledge. So the first thing they want to do is criticize. Oh, that would never work. Or go to my gym and make it work. And it's like, why would we want to risk our livelihood or just to prove a point when satisfaction of the ego is only lasts so long? Your ego will never be satisfied unless you check your ego. So there's no reason for us to prove anything. We just want to show that if we have a question that's being arrogant or ignorant, we will address it as best as we can.
Practical application is vital. Yes, it is.
So the difference between techniques and sparring is you have to practice technique and apply it into sparring, you know. Just today in sparring, I used hammer fist. I went right here. You know how I did it? It's because I practiced it and the guy came in and I went bam. Or we're talking about practical vital techniques.
Yeah.
Yeah, vital
Yeah,
technique.
like I said, if you want to know where the vital shots are
For roses,
some
yes.
areas, thank you for the roses, guys, and the love, appreciate it. We go right to the pressure points, like we talked about earlier. Pressure points are if you hit the side of the neck, the jugular, it hurts. Doesn't take much. Now that's why we don't chop. Since you're on this, like we don't chop horizontal. I can chop horizontal, but I'm only hitting one part of his body. We chop diagonal, so I can hit two parts of his body, the neck and the collarbone. And I guarantee you hit someone real hard like that, as hard as you possibly can, you'll break this collarbone. This collarbone will snap. Okay, they have to have a super strong bone density or whatnot, but it doesn't take much. It doesn't take many pounds to snap a collarbone. Okay, and then at this point, you can latch. There's latching here, you know, right here. You can rip and pull skin, or you can try to rip. See, that's the difference. That's what makes, that's why we designed the angles of entries that we have in the art that Mr. Parker put. And then we just try to make those angles more practical and just use them.
Someone said, how do I become Bruce Lee in one day? You have to have the best genes.
He wants to be Bruce Lee in one day.
Famous quotes he had, be like water, my friend.
Yeah. Be like water.
I don't fear the man who's done, what was it?
I don't fear the man that knows 1,000 kicks.
Yeah.
I fear the man that has done one kick 1,000 times.
Yeah, that's so that if you want to get like Bruce Lee, do something, one move 1,000 times, and you'll definitely be deadly.
Mud 053, you're still on here? You
Yeah.
can't just practice 1 hour a class. You got to practice more than 1 hour, you know, like at least 5 hours.
Welcome back. Welcome back. You got any new information to share with us?
Collarbones break easy. Yes, they do.
Yeah.
And also
almost had mine
ribs.
broken. We got lucky I didn't break it.
Ribs break easy too. Mr.
Yeah.
Perez had, I think, his ribs fractured.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Jiu-Jitsu guy will do right here, and if he wanted to, he could establish a technique by breaking the ribs.
Right here. Yeah. All right. So, you know, coming in. Well, if I yank him in, there's a shot right there. Okay, right to the ribs. Okay, because I'm helping his force. I'm building his momentum. Because when I pull him, he builds. Boom. Right, he builds his momentum into me. So we call borrowing force. Okay, so that's definitely a rib strike can cause a lot of damage.
How do I become Mr. Perez? 970-12.
You become the best you. That's the way I kiss my best response. Become the best you. Be the best of you. Right?
Is this jiu-jitsu? This is American Kenpo karate, but we do incorporate some parts of jiu-jitsu.
Borrowed force? Excellent.
Yep, borrowed force.
Yeah, borrowed force. Jiu-jitsu is called the gentle art. And believe me, it's not gentle.
It's not gentle.
Yeah, it's very
rough.
But it is. I mean, if you relax, locks, work your entry angles, triangle chokes, circles, you know, they're all there. The geometrical system on the ground is the patterns you're using.
One move was to block the hook with one arm, then take the armpit and pull the inner muscle crippling. Oh, devil peppers. Heck yeah.
Yeah.
When they grab,
Let's take Bob out.
when they grab you, it's a gift. Yes, it is.
Here, I'll push forward.
All right. Oh, when they grab you, they're giving up. They're giving you a limb that's just the gift to the world.
Special
Yeah.
guest is Bob.
Yeah. So you know, if you took just this rib here and you anchor your elbow, like if you're going to do an uppercut and rotate your hips, you're going to pop in it. You don't have to travel as much. I don't have to make a circle and travel to gain power. I can condense my circle. The smaller my circle, with the rotation of hips and torque of the hand, generates the same amount of power if I was going to do this. So now I'm going to condense it here. Here. Okay, so I rotate, boom, and that's in place. It's not even shuffling. So now I'm going to shuffle with it. And that's what we call the catapult, like a catapult idea.
Here.
Okay.
It's called anchoring. Haha, yes.
So,
Anchoring the elbow.
if we establish this Kenpo techniques on a body, you know,
Yeah, I'll put a glove on it. Protect that wrist. Okay. All right, so right here, he has a shield on, okay? So this is for kickboxing, by the way, guys. You probably recognize it. But if I did this and he key ice, or XLs, make sure get. He can still feel, and that's just me coming in with a big circle. So I condense here, and I shuffle and dip and drop and use my dimensions of height, depth, and width. So here I come in, and that's the shot that we're doing. Okay, and it's just real short shot, right into that shot. Okay, you torque it. Okay, it's a torquing action. Now, once that torquing action happens, and he starts folding, let's imagine he took this body shot really good. He's folding back. Here, boom, there's a kick. Following up here. Or if I came in here and he gives me a reaction, let's imagine he felt some pain or how would you? Bam, right here. He can hit me, but there's an elbow right there. He might have gotten a shot in, but he's not going to last as long as an elbow right to the face. So I set up my width dimensions. Depth, width. Depth, because the depth is coming forward and the width is going to the side.
Two very different results.
Yeah. So, again, circles, big problems. Okay? Condense your circle, small it, round off the corners. So rounding off the corner is another one. If my arm is here, and round off the corner, like if I want to do a hammer, okay, I can go hammer, I can go up and down, or I can round it. I can go down like that. I can round this. I round my corners, elongate my circles. And that is the ultimate aim of Kenpo. Okay? And then stationary. Here's a forward bow shot. Now the catapult, like a jet flying off, you get the force and then it launches. That right there.
Somebody wants to go live.
Someone invited to join live. Yeah,
I don't know.
no,
Go ahead.
I already declined it.
Oh, you can't. Try to get back on
You guys
again.
want to talk?
Yeah.
See you guys.
Come back on. Throw another live.
Someone said, "What is your top style for self-defense?"
Sparring. Taekwondo, jiu-jitsu, no matter what it is, it's sparring. You could have a cardio kickboxing that doesn't do any sparring, or you could have an actual sparring kickboxing. Same with Kenpo. If you do a conditioning cardio, no techniques, then it's not going to work. So it's
Tony
gotta be
Catch,
Kenpo
we
sparring.
are located. Tony Catch, we are located in California.
Where are you guys? Oh, yeah. I'm 5'11", 240. Good. We do cheap shots in Kenpo. Streets, man.
Practical application is key. Yes, that's why in sparring we're trying to step away from point fighting. Point fighting is more competition. We're trying to go more into freestyle sparring or for continuous fighting. That's your practical application of sparring instead of just doing point fighting.
Thank you. Unfortunately, I'm in New York.
I've heard a bunch of Kenpo schools. They are in New York. They're all over the country.
Yeah.
Weight and height does matter if you use techniques. You know, I've sparred with big guys and it's not fun. I get my butt kicked.
Yeah, you got to fight differently. You got to train differently for bigger guys.
Wait, are you in San Diego? No, unfortunately, we're not in San Diego. We're not in San Diego. Taekwondo is best martial arts and others too. I think every martial art has a good key quality about them.
Yep.
You smack someone with Mars, cool. I don't know why would you do that unless it was a self-defense situation.
What? Mars?
Yeah, I smacked someone with Mars. I hope it was a self-defense situation, not a dick move.
Yeah. Yeah. If it was competition, I can see, like, if you're competing in boxing or kickboxing or MMA, or, if you had to defend yourself, hopefully you just didn't freely just slug
Someone
somebody
said,
just for the hell of it.
he said it was an accident. Oh, man, your brute strength, man.
Yeah. Yeah, sometimes you don't know your own power. But yeah, no, it's definitely.
We're from Slow. We're not from San Diego, so like it's about 9 hours away from here. We're in the corner of California.
San Diego is about 6 hours from us. We're located in Central California, Central.
Yeah.
So we're not in North Cal or SoCal. We're located in the Central Coast.
Yep.
One of them punches.
So even if you had one club, it's all you need, or a tool. Like if this was a wrench, You know, everything's a
I heard that you guys can mix Kenpo with Wing Chun. That's this guy right here.
Yeah.
That's that guy.
I've used the chain punches, and you have to use it with footwork and straight line theory. It's not easy. So basically the way I execute this, come over here, Mr. Perez, is in sparring, the guy is standing still in
Keith
whatever position,
Hackney and
right?
UFC 3 proved
And I go in,
vicious
I
in the
just go
cage
straight
back in
in, and it
1996.
works. But
I'll
you
make
have
sure
to
when I'm
practice
home,
it.
I
But the problem
search
is,
up that
and
fight.
sometimes this punch right here could be countered with the hook. If the guy's tall, and if I go right here and Mr. Perez, it's countered with the hook because I'm not protecting my face. The other thing too is Mr. Perez could parry. You could only, if he's a really good fighter, and I test this, you're only going to make the third shot because he parries, bam, and the third one comes in. You see? So you can't use Wing Chun. The other thing.
Smacking it right.
Oh, can you explain Chi Sao? So we do use Chi Sao in sticky hands.
Oh, sticky hands, yeah. All right, so sticky hands are what we have a variable of that when it comes to pass release resistance. So we go one arm out, one arm in, right? And we just move, and it's more of a relaxation drill. We can try to punch, we can try to counter this, right? But we can't break our wrists. We can't break contact. So we can relax. So if I push, he feeds off the relaxation of it. So he goes with the motion. Okay? So we kind of stay together. Now, we have how we can put this in Kenpo is I find where there's no resistance. So, you know, if I go here and he's giving me resistance and he's pushing, I find where there's no resistance. Okay? All right? And that's kind of like the idea. So if he was going to block this here and put pressure, I find where there's no
Devil
resistance.
Puppets,
Yeah.
keep on working on losing weight. I've lost 65 pounds so far, and I feel a lot more better.
So you have all these different variables.
User said, tips to punch faster.
Start working with wrist weights. Work with weighted wrist pads, ankle weights, and snapping. So, you know, just controlling your hand, just like being relaxed. When you show it, right, you have just a nice shot, all right? That's how I did it. And now you have to learn to control it. Can you go that fast without hurting someone, right? That's the next step. You know, I can punch Bob hard. I can punch a bag hard. I can punch any bag hard if I want to. But can you control the amount of depth you travel with on it? So, you know, if I hit Jonathan here, I'm going to go pulling back here. Not pulling back the power. I'm controlling the power. It's the difference. It's the difference in timing and controlling power. Any others?
Like dumbbells and punch
straight.
straight.
I've used wrist weights in boxing. Good.
Yeah.
I bet you were fast, Devil Puppers.
Yeah, in boxing,
Yeah.
they do that. They
Yeah.
train you.
Yeah, wrist and dumbbells, you know, wrist weights, dumbbells, ankle weights, and it starts to develop.
Yeah,
here.
to have fast punches. Yes, they do. Been taught if there's not a path, make one.
Snapping versus thrusting equals depth. Bus, Ottunes, Bustanes. I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong, but man, he's been putting out good questions and comments.
I think
Yeah.
I think I read one. He's like a third-degree black belt. I think that was.
When was the
Toon
last
said.
time you were in a real fight, not a competition?
I've never been in a real fight before.
You know, I had some guy come in and I kicked him in the nuts and it was game over. He did Taekwondo, so that was pretty much it, you know?
Just in a couple years, I had some guys try to jump me, pin me down, and control my body. He'll kick the guy right in the face. He had braces on, busted his grill open. I had another guy that was throwing a jab at me, and what happened is as I threw a jab back, and he pushed my arm down. So when I came in, he pushed it, and I reversed that. He caused my orbit to reverse. Boom, and I came up here. I didn't knock him out, but I could have. I decided at that moment it wasn't worth trying to hurt the guy. But it really made it clear to him that he would have been in a world of trouble. So he backed off, and he was trying to be friendly. So I've had my times wrestling as a kid, being challenged as a teen, even young adult stages of people trying to do it. But confidently, we're not going to go into a fight knowing that we're not going to get hit. We're just hoping we don't take a vital shot. And we're hoping that we're the ones that can walk away from this fight without having to send anyone to the hospital. But if we have to, then we will go to that level if we have to.
Hello from Redding, California. Scott Halsey in Redding, California. Nice to meet you, Scott. Kenpo's no joke, period. Exactly.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Kenpo is no joke, guys. It is great. Where's Scott Halsey?
Scott Halsey, that one.
Oh, okay. Awesome.
That's cool.
Yeah, Kenpo is no joke. It is great. And I believe, Scott Halsey, if I'm correct, you run tournaments in Southern California.
Yeah, so it says, sorry, do you know him? I've heard of that name
Scott
before.
Halsey, I know that you are, he's been training for a long time. He actually was an IKK champion and was Form 6. He's done the staff, I believe it was staff set. He's in a video with Mr. Trejo as well. Mr. Trejo did a few boxing tips, and as well as beautiful kicks. The man has really good kicks. For a Kenpo guy, look at his kicks. Really great.
Thank you, Buzz.
Awesome.
Thank you. Hopefully in the future we can meet with each other and exchange techniques.
What is your preferred form of martial art or your specialty?
None, just sparring, and we're gonna use forms. I apply it to techniques, with the body, not in the open air.
I just say continue training with an open mind. Specialty is never get too arrogant to know that there's always someone out there better than you. Okay, that's the biggest thing. I've learned that the hard way sometimes, and I learned that there's always someone better out there. So just stay humble and continue to work on your craft.
Is just Kwando good for self-defense?
Taekwondo.
I'm guessing
Rex Kwando. That's what you need to train. Rex Kwando. Nothing like Rex Kwando.
I have a yellow belt under him. Great. Keep on learning from him.
Yeah. All right. Awesome. Or the guy from, what was it, Napoleon Dynamite? Americano or something like that.
He does a sweep kick and that was good.
Yeah, I thought that was good. Amerido karate. Oh, man, that's great. Hey, if you have a Master Ken black belt.
Master Ken.
Master Ken.
He has the best wheelchair self-defense.
Oh, yeah. You got to look at all those 1,000 groin shots he has. 1,000 ways to hit the ground.
Yeah, Master Ken. Man, ain't nobody gonna beat Master Ken.
Yep.
Ameridote.
Ameridote.
I love that guy.
Jeet Kune Do, the Bruce Lee martial art. I have never learned Jeet Kune Do, but I have heard of it. I think there's one around our area.
Yeah, Jeet Kune Do pretty much, and don't mean no disrespect, but passed away when Mr. Bruce Lee passed away. That's when the art died. Art died when the man died, and honestly, it was an art style without style. He had a great concept, he just didn't have a curriculum that was able to sustain itself to be successful as some of the other styles of martial arts. So I think what happened is the curriculum and the syllabus wasn't set in place properly. That's just my opinion about it. And I know Mr. Parker has mentioned that being the case as well. There are stories of Mr. Pick fighting Bruce Lee. Mr. Pick was a big guy and sparring with Bruce Lee. And Bruce Lee respected Mr. Pick pretty quickly. He was, realized the body weight difference.
Cool. We got a gun. You got a bat. What were you saying?
Bring a knife to a gunfight?
Yeah.
Never. What happened?
Some keyboard warriors like, I got a bat, so we
got a bat?
Yeah.
JKD principles.
It's okay.
Jeet Kune Do lacked the framework like Kenpo. Where's your gym located? We're located in California.
Yeah.
Like Special Force Tactics?
Oh, I don't know how to say that art. I've heard of it.
Is that Krav Maga?
Capoeira. Some people
Capoeira.
call it the dancing art.
Oh, yeah, Capoeira. He did a Capoeira kick earlier. You want to see it? He's going to throw another
I love
Capoeira.
Capoeira.
Check out his Capoeira
I love
kick.
seeing those guys in action.
Oh, there it is.
I love seeing those guys in action. It's a beautiful art to me. It's a beautiful art.
Cartwheel kick.
He said, what about United Studios of Self-Defense? I've never personally have heard of that.
What is it?
The United Studios of Self-Defense. I've never heard of that.
United Studios of Self-Defense. Yeah, I never heard of that either. I'll check it out. Check it out. Let's see what do we got.
Capoeira. Oh, thank you, boss.
Oh, capoeira. All right, thank you. Thank you, Tooth, for the pronunciation.
Yeah, capoeira. All right.
Capoeira.
I watched the movie Only the Strong.
Mark DeCosco.
I'll definitely try to check out that movie.
Oh, we got 81 people.
81 people. If you guys have any questions for us, please let us know. Any questions, debates, and our
Do finger locks work? Yes. I just did Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu with a tall kid, and he was bending my fingers. He's unexperienced, but he was really good. And luckily, he didn't break my fingers. So,
yeah,
yes.
finger locks work. I mean, if you took a finger lock and just kind of dropped down like that. Now, if his arm straightens out, you just create an anchor here. That's what we call fulcrum. Use the fulcrum and then drop here. One that's really painful, get your elbow on top and then bend. That hurts, okay? So that's a finger lock. There's one where you can get the thumb and draw it back this way. Okay, that hurts too, all right? So we set that up by, if you handshake somebody like this, take your hand and be willing to bend it and smack the wrist and chop it while it's here. You'll break it and then here. So we're shaking here, bend, and there it is, and then drop. Okay, so yeah, finger locks hurt. Finger locks are painful. Even if you press in like your own fingers this way, it hurts.
Butterfly kick?
Butterfly kick.
Okay.
Oh, butterfly kick.
This is wushu. So
yeah, this is Kung Fu right here. Right? Hey, they're bringing out all the ones. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, that's it. That's the butterfly. That's bringing out Kung Fu styles now. Watch the video I have on Kung Fu weapons. It's interesting, by the way.
I'm too crippled to use my boxing, BJJ, or Muay Thai, so I caught a 9 milli only if I need. That's good, or you could just eye poke someone. I mean, real martial art is about basics. It's not
Someone
about
says
fancy
somebody
flips.
is not going to stand there and let you finger lock nothing, though.
Whoa. Yes, I could prove that argument wrong. If you don't want to do jiu-jitsu and you don't like BJJ, I grab him and he's going to grab my thumb. Because, you see?
Yeah.
I grab him with the wrist and he's going to grab finger locks.
Yeah, so I can go here. So basically, the moment of being grabbed, what you do is you can armbar, lock, or try to trap, and then add a finger lock.
Bear hook, reverse bear hook.
Okay, so here's a lock. So if I'm pushing down, I take this palm and I can push on his fingers and make it uncomfortable. Now obviously we're going to be struggling, we're going to be moving and fighting it, but it's only there if it's there. It doesn't mean you have to go to it.
Someone said, what do you think of American Kenpo? Well, that is our art.
American Kenpo is
Are
great
you
art.
cuddling?
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna say it's not.
MMA guys cuddle, so.
American Kenpo is a fantastic art to learn your striking basics and methods and self-defense and point of origins to concepts.
Headlock.
Headlocks. You got to understand the attacks that we're being attacked with as well. A lot of times people in American Kenpo will throw a headlock and they're hanging out. They're not wrenching that headlock and actually making it work. They're just hanging out. And if I had Jonathan and I say, hey, do a headlock and I'm doing this, that's not doing anything to the guy. If I'm wrenching and settling my weight and really applying a pressure headlock, now he's got to make his Kenpo technique work.
Well, we got 130.
That's how you do it. Keep sharing the video, guys. Share the live video. Share it. Let's bring 200 viewers on right now. Let's go.
Okay, so if I was going to use a capoeira kick, stand here. I'm not, come over here.
Yeah.
There you go. If I was right here,
Beginner Kenpo is rigid, but advanced Kenpo is free. I do agree with that. If you are a beginner in Kenpo, you're learning the hard style of Kenpo.
Let me hit your belly. I'm not going to. So a double kick.
Avoid fighting at all costs. Just hug it out. I would try to avoid the fight with my mouth. I would try to avoid it as best as that you can. The best fight to win is not fight at all.
I'm not doing it hard. And then I could do a front. I could hit with the toes, or I could hit with the flat of the foot. By doing this capoeira kick. Yeah. And I could do an L kick. I'm gonna hit your shoulder. Get that over here.
Robert, I'll ask him the question in a little bit.
But instead, I just hit him in the shoulder.
Okay. Yeah.
Robert had a question. What if they have you on chokehold and arm lock? How do you get out of that?
What are you talking about? You could only do one.
So a choke and an arm
like
lock.
two guys in there.
Okay, so anyways. Oh, yeah, I see what he's talking about this, I think.
You don't get in that scenario. You watch your...
First of all, I think you're thinking this and this, I believe, because that's the only thing I can think of, a hammer lock. He said hammer lock?
Yeah.
Just arm lock.
Arm lock and choke. Okay, something like that. Well, first of all, you got to find your points of origins. Second of all, you don't put yourself in that position. I mean, okay, so here's one thing I want you all to realize. You can think of the worst positions to be in, and you probably are limiting your amount of seconds to survival. Maybe 1 second, okay, half a second. Because it's like saying, what do you do if someone already stabbed you in the chest? How do you survive that? You know, hopefully you didn't get your vital organs cut up. Anyways, if he was in that position, already grabbing this arm, we have a technique called lock. When I start to rotate here, I get this hand up. If he starts to not want that, let's say he starts to wrap. Well, he can try to wrap, but at least this is preventing me from getting choked, right? Now, from here, I can now find my options where to step. I can step and kick. There's a kick right here.
Let's go over here. So.
Okay, so if he's doing this and I pick my arm up here, okay, I'm not going to drop this arm, obviously. I'm going to control this arm, but I can step and kick. I can try to create distance. All right, or I can kick the kneecap. I can use my heel to kick the shin bone. So my heel can kick shin bones, kneecaps, groins, all that.
Someone said, can you display a block from a strike?
Yes, you could use the forearm as an upward block.
Yeah.
So,
go ahead. You did this earlier.
You know, or you could use an inward block.
Yeah.
Old school karatekas, even Ed Parker used this to hit the nose, to hit the jaw. Can you get an internal position? Sure. So I have downward block and I have inward block. You know, right here, and you see MMA guys grabbing right here, and they use this strike. So that's an inward outward block, or they could go hammer, you know? Mm-hmm. And yeah, we do use blocks for strikes.
Yeah. Yeah, think of it like the passive is like a squeegee. This is all a strike. This is all a strike and a block in one together. And you have darting mace, which we have. It's an inward block with a punch. Inward block to a vertical punch. That's what you call shorthand.
Thank you guys for the follows.
Shorthand motion. So like, for example, we have 3 ways of writing the alphabet. Print, cursive, and shorthand. So in Kenpo, print would be, cursive would be, and shorthand would be hitting and striking at one. Boom. So what I did is I hit with my forearm plus my punch, maybe my elbow caught something too on the way. Okay, so I'm going quicker to point A to point B.
Looping downward punch, downward, inward block. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. These are strikes, inside palm down blocks. These are strikes, inside palm up blocks are strikes. Palm push down strikes are strikes. That's a block. Push down blocks are strikes.
Shorthand looks impressive. What is a
shorthand? Is okay. So this is shorthand. All right. So shorthand is when he does a double grab. I go boom right here. I hit his arm. I attack the radial nerve and then come up, rather than doing this. Boom, boom. Or trying to worry about this arm. So I'm going right to point A to point B fast. Right here. Okay? That's shorthand motion.
How do you get out of a choke hold and an arm lock from the back? Didn't we just discuss this?
Yeah, we discussed that already. So, next question. Review the live footage on that. We did already that.
It's 11:47. Do you want to keep going, or?
I might want to call it already. I gotta get to the dogs.
All right. Well, you guys have a good night. We will try to keep this.
Yeah, we'll try to do another live video maybe this weekend. If you guys are definitely, I appreciate the support and love the questions. We'll get us together again. We'll do another live footage. We'll try to schedule another one. And,
thank you, boss.
We appreciate you guys' support. Thank you for all the gifts and supporting the channel. And like I said, don't forget to follow, like, and share the channel. We appreciate it. We also have a Facebook page, and we also have a YouTube channel. So I have more videos on YouTube. So if you go to Central Coast Kenpo Karate on YouTube or CCKK, you'll see our full-on technique videos on there. Okay, if you have any questions, comment on the videos, and I'll be happy to comment. Remember, let's be respectful and courteous to one another. You know, so if there's a move you're not quite understanding, let's address it on a logical, civil way. Okay, thank you. Good night, everyone. Take care.
Can we save the video? Thank you, guys.
Yeah.
We should save it in YouTube.
I think we can. Yeah, I think we can share it.
Damn, that was a lot.
How do you end it? Press that.
Let's see. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. We're gonna end the live. We're not.
Oh, there it
End now. There we go. You guys have a good one. Train a martial art, boy.
Yeah. Bye.